Here, sweetie. Fuck, man. So tired. 6 o'clock in the morning. Can't sleep. Slept like shit. Get a little work done before I go work out.
Just in case.
Just picked this orange up off a tree. Random tree on the walk. Free breakfast, boys. Nice and juice. Oh God, almost lost it on the streets to LA. Word of advice, if you ever come to LA, drop anything on the ground, doesn't matter what it is. Don't pick it back up. The streets are full of piss and shit. I'm struggling with this orange a little bit because it's so ripe and juicy. Christ! It's so sour. Fuck. You wanna try it? Well, it all kind of happened 2 years ago almost. Is when I really started buckling down and saying, okay, I need to change the way I eat. I need to change the way I work out. I have to change it, because otherwise, obviously no one can see the side effects down the road when you don't eat healthy, when you don't exercise, because it's a long progression. It takes months and months for that stuff to pack on. Because I have had times where I don't work out for a month or 6 months or shit, even a year, and then I look at how I'm performing work-wise and it's diluted. I'm sluggish. I don't think as clear. I'm not as motivated. And then once I start working out again, I feel that energy. I feel the motivation. Professional bike racing. What's up?
Zay's professional biker now.
Fucking pro biker, dude. I'm gonna go to the big times. Sign me up. Lance Armstrong, better look out.
Lance Armstrong is retired. And he cheated. Isaiah now is like a completely different person than Isaiah about a year and a half ago. Currently, we have him working as our project manager and salesman for Real Goats. He's been doing that this past few months, and he's been incredible at it. I've seen that stress taken from me and giving it to someone that I didn't know if he could do that or not, but he's had tons of experience, maybe 10 years of salesman and being like a telemarketer for various companies and a car salesman. So he's had to deal with customer service for like 10 years, which is, if you've ever been in customer service, is not fun, because everyone thinks that they're number one. But the thing is he makes it really fun. He will joke with them. He'll throw people off guard because he's a nice person. And so when a nice person answers the phone when you're supposed to be handling business, it's kind of like confusing a little bit, because you're expecting someone straightforward and get to the point. Let's get through it.
I can look to see how much it would cost to go there, and then what it would cost to just roughly.
Isaiah used to tell us a lot about he mentions it all the time, that he's like, I was a salesperson. I always do sales. This is what we would do in sales. And so it kind of came to the point where we're just like, all right, we trust you. Let's let you handle it. And he's been doing a really great job with our clients so far, and being able to call them and relaying what information we have to them and them to us. And I think it's been so far a really good experience.
He wants the client to be able to understand why they're being charged as much and understand the results. And pretty much he breaks it down. That way the clients have a good idea of why this might cost this much or what it takes for the final product to look like this, and pretty much like that. So educating them while he's, you know, engaging with them, letting them know like what our team are capable of doing.
We'll save a lot more money. What's your budget on the video, if you don't mind me asking?
I have no budget.
So you have unlimited money. You have all the money.
Kanye.
Yeah, you got that Kanye money?
Got that Kanye money.
Oh man, must be nice.
I hear stories about Isaiah, and I'm like, dang, I feel like I'm in that position now, which throughout those stories talks about training in photography, being able to understand why you frame a certain way, being able to go out and capture good footage. I pay attention to how he acts when he's not getting something done. It stresses him out, and the reason why he's so sad when he can't get it is because he wants to get it, but at the time it's just frustrating and it's hard. Coming into this field with no experience at all, he caught on very quick, like real quick.
Like he started as a PA, and then he started helping us write treatments, and then slowly, you know, he learned about photography and taking pictures and how to frame the image and kind of what goes around set, how to run a set, and eventually he started helping us produce. And so he's kind of come full circle and like got, you know, he got a big, like basically a film school through the 1.5 years we've been together so far.
Just me, just solo goat today. Be gone for a few hours. Come back, I'll let you know how it went. I'm gonna get the copy of Success from DJ Khaled.
He didn't want to be a filmmaker growing up, and he didn't want to be where he is now. A year and a half ago, he didn't sit there and dream about like I've been dreaming about it. And so it's crazy to see someone that has changed his life completely. He didn't have a job. I mean, to keep it long story short, is he decided to just kind of change what he was doing out of nowhere. I'm sure he was excited because he was working with his brother and family, but shit, I think he would wanted a better life, you know?
Exactly how many jobs I've had, I don't know off the top of my head, but I could at least say probably 10 jobs, and out of those 10 jobs, probably only 3 of them were solid, really solid jobs that you would want to, that you could pursue yourself in and better yourself or whatever.
Why did you stop those jobs?
I mean, the last 3 jobs I had, it was because I got let go. You know, they fired me pretty much. Fired/quit. I mean, it's a fuck situation. It's a long story. And then after that, you know, I was probably unemployed for a year. I don't know, probably solid year. But it was a good year though, because I had saved up a ton of money, and I kind of ventured out and really, maybe not necessarily find myself, but kind of, I've worked so hard my entire life and never really had a chance to kind of just get away and do my own thing. So I kind of used that year time to really figure out, you know, where I want to go, see new things, because I've lived in Wichita, Kansas for most of my life, and it's such a small town, and I've always wanted to be bigger than Wichita, and I felt as if the things I was doing in Wichita were really big, and I was like, dude, I gotta get the fuck out of here, man. I'm already at my limit. I need more, and I need to experience more. So I experienced a lot within that year as far as traveling, yada, yada, yada.
We need all the help we can get here, boys. What is this? Now we can start a forest fire. Perfect.
At the end of the year, you know, money obviously started winding down, so I was kind of like, oh shit, I need to find another job. Okay, so what job do I want to do? I think I was still living at that time I was living with my mom and dad, so I lived with them for a while.
Did you ever feel pressured or like embarrassed about those things?
Not at all. Why should everybody feel bad? Like, that's not why your parents are there, but if you have supportive parents, which our parents are supportive, then you shouldn't feel bad for having to have mom and dad, you know, kind of catch you, pick you back up, you know.
Why are you so late?
What?
Why are you so late? It's 10 o'clock.
Oh no. My alarm didn't go up.
Come on, Isaiah. When I seen him, you know, not have a job and he's living at home, and I'm not doing big stuff, but I have some money to give, you know, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna help my brother out, you know, like there's no reason why you shouldn't try to help family when you can, even if it's a little bit. So I was like, maybe this is my opportunity to give back to him the years that I wasn't able to give to him, you know, when he probably needed it. That was my original intention, is just to get him off his feet and like let him live a life that I know he can be, because growing up I don't think he was really confident in his education, you know, knowing like he was smart. A lot of people like don't tell you that you're smart, you know, and then so when you do bad you think you're stupid, you know, when really you're not stupid, but if people keep saying you're dumb and keep saying, you know, even teachers or whoever, your parents, if they're saying you can't be book smart, you ain't gonna be book smart, because you're like, well, damn, I guess I'm stupid, you know. He's way smarter than I believe he thinks. And so I could see that in him, and I was like, man, let's see what happens. And luckily, it's working out now, and I'm really proud of that fact that he's been able to grow into like a super strong man, and he's still got his own demons, but you know, now he's in a better spot that he can handle those in a better way, you know.
I think he started more nonchalant, like it wasn't like a serious thing. I think he became more serious about it once we moved here, because now we're here in LA, and this is our livelihood. This is how we are going to survive and how we're going to thrive. And so now that his focus has switched, like he sold his DJ deck just so we can, you know, continue to survive here and stuff. And he's kind of put his passion and dreams for DJing and stuff on hold to continue to help this company grow. At least that's what it kind of seems like to me.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it was kind of surprising when I see him sell it, because I was like, damn. I was like, he's like loves those tables, and he DJs all the time. So to see him sell it, I was kind of like, I kind of want to halfway say like, bro, don't sell your tables, you know?
Yeah, I didn't know he was selling it until he sold it, and I was like, where'd you? He's like, I sold my DJ deck. And I was like, what? Mm-hmm. So I think he'll pick it up again, like once we kind of get more stable. I think he'll find himself time to finish those classes that you got him for his birthday, and you know, all of that.
But that just goes to show you the dedication.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that, it definitely shows that like the sacrifice he's willing to take to make sure that we continue to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And it also kind of shows a little bit that he might have found another passion too within film, you know, to continue to grow this too. Because I don't think he would have done that if he didn't enjoy doing what he's doing.
Do you run into people like that a lot?
Hell no. Like that's like a 1% person right there. Like, you're not gonna find people like us. You're not gonna find people like Zay to be a part of a team like this. Like this, I don't know. I feel like this whole thing, like the Real Goats that's happened, has kind of all been like chance/fate. You know, coming to meeting each other, and then Isaiah joining, and then we all moved out here. Like, all the skill traits that we have kind of complement each other, and I think that's like, it's like not often you're gonna find that within a team.
It's great to see. It's great to see people pull that greatness out of them when they're tested, instead of like falling backwards and being afraid. You know, because people get tested every day, and he took the challenge and he stuck through it, and he fought through all the shit that he wasn't used to doing just quite yet. He learned filmmaking, like he learned about it in a year, like a year and a half. Like he's better than some people that I've experienced in film school, and then people that are doing it now. He has more dedication and drive and work ethic and knowledge and just overall personality than all these dudes out here that have been doing it for like 5 years, and they're still like taking stuff for granted.
I think Isaiah is a great representation of all those people who doubt themselves, but then decide you can change and you can go ahead and do the things that you want to do and become successful. The thing is, like, you can't gain success if you're scared of not doing something, if you're scared of trying to go after something that most people think is impossible. And I think that's like really great that Isaiah took that step with us.
I know the story of your life. Through winter storms and summer skies, there was a time when you were young and free. So let's go back to the beaches where I always make you laugh, to the forest where we found a hidden path, to the summertime of 2005, when we were still alive, when we were still alive.
Eat it. Oh. Eat it.
Take on
When we were still alive. I know the story of.
So yeah, it was unexpected to see him like here. It's kind of funny to think that it only takes a year to change your whole life. Shit, it only took him, you know, 1 second to make a decision to change his life, and that was when I asked him. He could have said no. So the fact that he said yes, his life could be completely different. Could be living back in Kansas right now if he just said, you know, I don't know if I like working for my brother for free sometimes. I mean, he works my ass off. He's always yelling at me, you know. It could have took him that 1 second to make that decision to go backwards, or to not take that risk and move out here with LA. He could have left at any point, you know, but he decided to stay because he wanted to change his life, you know. And I think a lot of people do want to change their lives, but they're just too fucking afraid. The fact that he chose to make a decision and say, damn it, I'm changing my life. Even though this wasn't his original plan, he now loves it. And he fell into something that he's still using his skill sets that he's good at. So it didn't matter if he worked for Verizon or AT&T for fucking 10 years or whatever the hell it was. So it doesn't matter that he worked in those spots. It's the fact that he developed skills that now he's using in an area that he is becoming in love with and that growing a passion for. So the purpose of his life is stronger now. And I think that's what it's about, is finding that purpose, you know.
If you're looking for one answer, it would honestly probably be because I was just tired of working for someone else, being great for someone else. I can't really take anything and look back on it and be like, wow, I did that. I mean, I can, but it's not that big of an accomplishment for me as if I built the building. I built that. I'm proud of that. Filming, I can look back on the videos that I've helped with, I've helped produce with. Even in the very beginning times, I've had some sort of help. And I could say I helped produce that, I did that video. And that is what really felt good. Because I saw working for myself, I saw us coming together, a team, working with you, my brother. It's fucking awesome. When I talk to people now and they say they want to do something, man, I wish I want to do this and I want to do that. And in my head, you know, I look at them and I ask, well, why don't you? What's stopping you? And then they, every time, give me a list of excuses. This. And in my head, I'm like, wow, I mean, that's why you're not doing it, because you're stopping yourself from doing it. You're a perfect example. Jim and I is a perfect example. JR is a perfect example. I'm a perfect example of if you want to do something, you can do it. Stop making excuses and just do it. And I try to, give them advice on how to do that if they're serious, but if they continue to talk about it and I continue not to see them doing it, it kind of upsets me. I'm just like, whatever, you don't really want to do that.
What would Isaiah of today say to Isaiah a year and a half ago?
Take a shot. A year ago? I don't know. Mainly because I don't have regrets, or I don't regret anything. I don't know. So I feel like most people who are asked that question, they say, don't do this, or you shouldn't have done this. I mean, I don't.